Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show how we incubate some eggs. So we have this Brincia 56EX fully automatic incubator, and this thing has been an amazing incubator. We've had it for 5 years now, not one single issue so far out of it. Very proud of that. Very accurate, very good hatch rates. Can't complain a bit about it. So what we're going to do is set it up to hatch goose eggs. We've never hatched geese, but our African geese actually started laying this year, which I'm surprised at since we just got them back in the end of February, and this is now September. They've been laying for a while, so we decided we was going to try to hatch a few of their eggs out and see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. We just cleaned it up. It's good and clean, as you can see. So we're going to plug her in. That'll get her going. Now what we need to do is put our set points where they need to be for the geese. Okay, so our temperature needs to be set at 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit for the geese. So on these Brincias, you hold these two buttons and that unlocks it to where you can make temperature changes and any other setting changes. So it says temp, you push OK, and it's set to 99.3, so we want to hit the plus sign, and now we're on 99.5. Hit OK. Now this is relative humidity is what that stands for, and for geese you want this to be at 45 to 55 during the setting out process. Now during the very end and lockdown hatching process, it'll probably call for us to bump it back up to about 70, but right now we just want it between 45 and 55, so we'll set it right in the middle at 50. That way if it varies just a little, it'll stay right in the area it needs to be. Okay, now turning mode, you hit OK. It's off because we hatched some eggs a while back and had the turners off for the lockdown process, so need to turn that back on. Okay, everything else can be left where it's at, so we'll just go through all of it. So it's on Fahrenheit, that's what we want. All right, we hit OK to save everything. So now the incubator will try to get to where it needs to be on the humidity and the temperature, and we'll let that settle out for several hours, and then we'll put our eggs in there. Now this thing is called the 56EX incubator, and that's named that because you can hatch 56 chicken eggs at a time in the provided egg cradles. So, and you can hatch a variety of different birds obviously in it, and you can hatch more small eggs and less big eggs, obviously, just like these geese. I don't know how many it'll hold, but we've only got 8 to try to hatch anyway. So, and they do sell separate egg carriers for the bigger eggs that make them easier to hatch, and so that's interesting. Makes it easier, but we'll put our eggs in here in a little while. So one thing I might not have mentioned is it's a fully automatic incubator, so the humidity and everything regulates itself. You don't have to add water inside the incubator. Now what it is there's a little hose here, and you just put it inside of a glass cup or jar or whatever you want to, and you fill it up. As long as you keep that full enough to where the hose don't run out of water, then you're good to go. It'll keep it regulated for the whole hatch. Just add a little water in between. You won't have to add water very often. So that makes this incubator very, very nice. So I'm gonna open this back up here. Okay. Sometimes you close this off to get the humidity higher at hatch time, but right now we don't need to do that. So looks like our humidity's pretty well settled in already. We're just waiting on our temperature to get up there. So we'll give it a while and we'll come back and put the eggs in. All right, so now we're gonna put our eggs in. We've got 4 in each carrier, so we got 8 total for 2 carriers here. And We'll put them kind of close to the middle, but not right on top of each other. Just kind of separate them out a little bit. Alright, now, put the lid back on good. Go around the edge, make sure we've got it tight. Now, I'll stop. Alright, so we got our 8 goose eggs in. Now they are a little dirty, but geese are known, just like ducks, to lay in the dirtiest place possible. They like to lay right in the mud and everything else, so even if you give them a nest box. But anyway, you don't want to wipe them off too much because it takes a protective layer off of them, so we're just going to let them go as is. And in this model incubator, if you want to check and make sure that your eggs are going to turn right, you can always go over here. And you see how that shows the egg turning? We just push these 2 buttons together. And let's see if these things turn like they're supposed to. There we go, one of them there. Let's try it the other way. Oh yeah, both of them, both ways is good. So, all right, that looks good. What we'll do, we'll come back in 26 days and set these eggs down to the bottom of the incubator and put them on lockdown. So we'll post another video of locking them down, and then we'll post a video of them hatching and see how this turns out. So thank y'all for watching, and God bless y'all.